So today we're going to be doing some work on this 2006 Toyota Tundra. So as you can see, we have the garden hose hooked up to where your heater control valve is. So first thing first, we're going to come over here. If you do it in a yard, if you don't have any high-tech machines that you have to pay thousands of dollars for at the shop, this is the best option that I've found so far. So it's a low flush kit. You can get them from Amazon, Napa, Advance, all those local auto parts store. So this is what comes inside of the kit. Different sizes for different hose location depending on your make and model. What you're going to need depending on your make and model as well. This is a universal kit, so you're going to need different tools than me, or if you're working on a 2006, this is the tools that me using today. So I'm going to try to get this a little bit better for you, but this is basically what my coolant look like. As you can see, not very clean. It's actually a copper color, brown copper color instead of that red Toyota color. So we're going to be flushing that today. Had this truck for a good couple of years now and not do a flush on it yet. So let me show you kind of what the coolant should look like. As you can see, night and day, Toyota coolant is like a pinkish red, and you can see very dirty. So the kit, as I say, you can get it about anywhere. I found it the cheapest at Walmart actually. You have all of the fittings, so depending on your vehicle, you're basically going to do a plug and play to make it work for you, whatever your setup is. So definitely recommend getting that. So on the truck itself, again, this is a 2006 Toyota Tundra V8. So this is where I hook up mine, and as you can see, very simple setup. This hose here basically goes into your heater coil, into your dash, and this one here goes to your engine block under here. I have this little plate right here for block some of the water. If the hose starts squirting around, you don't get everything wet. I'm going to basically do this without the car running. So yeah, very important thing to know with this little adapter piece. The black one, as you can see there, it says attached to T, so that is basically the engine, and then the yellow piece says attached to hose. So very basic, self-explanatory. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and take off the thermostat, allowing the water to flow more easily through the engine when we're flushing it. So doing it this way shouldn't have to have the car running. Some people still make it run for a little bit, but I'm not going to do that today. You can do that if you want, but definitely remove the thermostat, and that also helps the water to basically flush through the whole engine, radiator, everything properly. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off now. So the first thing you're going to want to remove is your air intake, so you can have access to these. So you remove this bolt here, you can remove this one, and then just slide this air box out the way. Be careful of your little vacuum line here, and then your mass airflow sensor wiring, so you want to make sure you move those out of the way. So once you remove the air filter housing, the air intake, I always recommend that you put something to make sure nothing doesn't fly into the intake. So go ahead and cover that up, or stick a rag inside of that to keep that safe. The bolts on the thermostats are 12s. So once you have the housing removed, you can see the water straight copper. So pay attention to the way that the thermostat goes in. So you can just wiggle it out and make sure that you have a catch pan underneath to catch all of that coolant. Alright, Go ahead and inspect your thermostat, make sure it's all good. If it's not, definitely go and replace it. So this one is just crusted, so I'm going to clean it up and put this one back in. Might go get a new one down the road, but for today we're just doing a little flush. So once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and put back on the housing. As you can see, there's pure copper coming out. Alright, so thermostat is removed. Remember the placement of your thermostat, it goes in facing this way. This is the thermostat housing. Remember, faces this way. So I've added a towel to this in case you want to leak a little bit, you don't want to get your engine bay too wet. And then we come down to the bottom and we find your petcock. So if you go towards the driver's side of the vehicle, the petcock for the radiator is going to be right here. So go ahead and remove that. Make sure you have a catch pan. And as you can see, that thing that's dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the hose and get this little flush going. So the pipe is on now. And you should always have a little towel or a little slope to make the water run on, so you don't wet up the hull of your engine. So as you can see here, the water is flowing. It's already actually turning clear. So as you can see, that copper tone is going away. I'm just going to make that run until it becomes as clear as possible. So this is going through your whole coolant system. When you refill this, I have this is the make sure you have the right coolant. This is a Toyota pink coolant. You can use distilled water to mix it with. It's safer for the engine. None of those minerals or stuff that can actually cause corrosion in our engine. So this is how you flush out your radiator, your coolant system in a 2006 Toyota Tundra. So I'm going to go ahead and make this run for a little bit more. As you can see, the water is pretty much clean. Make sure this antifreeze, you dispose of it properly. You don't want any animals or anything like that drinking this, because dogs, all the other animals, is very sweet and it can kill them. So definitely dispose of it properly. As I said, I'm going to make it run for about a good 5 more minutes, and then go and just do everything reverse. Refill the coolant system. You can refill it by a cap here, and then also remember to fill some in your coolant reservoir. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Keep on fixing, and yeah man, big up on yourself.